Hey, 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 happy Tuesday, and welcome back to another edition of Business Insights and Clinical Nuggets. I'm Sharice Williams. Hey, Dr. Orlandis.
Hey, Sharice, how are you doing? Long
I'm
time
good.
no see.
I know. I know. And for those of you who are wondering, like, whoa, this is not your regular time, you are correct. Very astute of you. We actually have our masterclass tonight, the secret language of blood work that most doctors miss. I know many of you are registered already. If you're not, it's a free masterclass. If you're not, I would definitely recommend that you get yourself registered. If you're really wanting to set yourself apart as a holistic health coach, if you want to set yourself apart as a holistic practitioner, this is how you do it. So we're going to be dropping some major nuggets. We're going to be dissecting the CBC thoroughly and helping you see patterns and literally secrets, helping you really to interpret the CBC in a way that you've not learned in school. Trust me, you have not, whether you're a nurse practitioner, or whether you're a doctor, you did not learn this in school. And so this is a huge differentiator for you as a business owner, whether you're online or whether you are have a brick and mortar. So love it. Again, great way to create a quantum leap in your business and really differentiate yourself from others. So there we go. We're going to get it. First, second, third try, whatever. Okay. So today I want to share with you, really, I want to help to create a paradigm shift for you as it relates to how you are approaching your business, or perhaps how you're running your business. And really, it's the difference between having a hustle and grind mentality versus approaching it from a more of a ease and flow. Now, I know for some of you, you might be thinking, no, if you're building your business, you got to hustle and you got to grind it out. And let me just ask you, for how many of you that are listening, that sounds like fun? Grind it out. Hustle. Yeah, no, it doesn't. But here's the thing, it might. And there's no judgment there. And the reason why I say it might be something that sounds very, very exciting to you is because we have really been indoctrinated into a hustle and grind culture. Like, you sleep when you're dead. I used to say that all the time. You can sleep when you're dead. And, Oprah always says, when you know better, you do better. And I'm like, no. Listen, we have to sleep. Rest is required. It's not earned. All right. And so here's the thing. If you are approaching your business with like, I got to just grind it out and do or die, and just, that's a very masculine energy. And here's the thing. We all have masculine and feminine energy, all of us. Right. But I would tell you, it's a surefire way to trap yourself into a place of burnout, to trap you into a place of even potentially resenting your business, trapping you into a place of self-neglect. Because if you're just, bone to the wire, I don't know, whatever. I am notorious for messing up sayings. What is it? What'd you say? You're muted. It's okay. It's all right. When you're focused on living in that state, and let's just face it, that's a very high stress state as well. We are all clinicians. We know well, I wasn't going to say balls to the wall, but okay, yeah, you get it. Same thing. There's probably so many sayings I could have input in there, but we'll go with balls to the wall. But thank you, Dr. Orlandis. But here's the thing. It's actually a very can you build a successful business that way? Yeah, sure, absolutely. I share this time and time again. I've had several businesses before, and they were all very successful businesses, six figures and multi-six-figure businesses. And with those other businesses, it was nose to the ground. Nose to the ground is what I was looking for. Or we can insert balls to the wall. It's all the same thing. And it's so funny. It's actually interesting I'm bringing this up because right before we hit the live button, we were talking about migraines and how I used to have migraines all the time. I pretty much lived with a migraine. Just as soon as it was kind of diminishing in intensity, it came back in full force. And I just learned to kind of operate and push through that because it was like blood, sweat, and tears, hustle and grind, and really started to be to the detriment of my health. So, and I did start to resent my business. It was an incredible business and I made incredible money. But to what end? right? The beauty of building your business, which sometimes we lose sight of, is usually the main reason why we want to have our own businesses is because one, we want to be our own boss. We want to do things on our own terms, right? We want to be able to create our own schedule. We want freedom. We want freedom in all ways, shapes, and forms. We want financial freedom and we want time freedom. And so when you are hustling, grinding, you tend to miss or eliminate that piece of it because you're thinking, if I hustle and grind enough now, eventually I'll be able to have the freedom. And let me just share with you, again, I get it because I functioned that way for for decades, to be clear, for decades. But there is a different way. There's a different way, and I would say a better way and a more aligned way to build your business. And that is from a place of ease and flow. What does that mean? What does that look like? Well, I think what's important is if I tell you what it doesn't look like. When I say ease and flow, I don't want you to misconstrue what I'm saying. And I don't want you to hear, oh, you don't work. No. Ease and flow does not mean you don't work. You do work. Ease and flow means that you have built your business or are building your business around what's most important to you, right? So your core values, and you are so tapped in and so clear on your vision that now you're taking inspired action. What does inspired action mean? Inspired action means in spirit, right? So inspired action means when you have that idea, when something just drops in, sometimes you mind your own business doing your thing, and then something just drops in, you're like, either call that person or do this or post this or go here or turn left, or it's that intuition, right? It's that internal wisdom, if you will. It's that I like to call it intuitive hits. And then when you act upon it, that's taken inspired action. Why is that important? Because when you're taking inspired action, your inspired action is always aligned with what it is that you're wanting to create. And so when you are in action, you are making more progress, more of an impact. It's a more direct line to whatever it is that you're wanting to do. Why? Because when we're operating in hustle and grind, we're like, okay, let me do this. I got to do all these things. And you're doing a whole lot of things, and you're probably not even doing most of them well, because there's so many things, and you're so like you're just go. Versus inspired action, again, you're working, but you're working smart, not so much. I don't even want to say hard because you're working, but it doesn't feel. It doesn't feel the same. So it's the best way I can explain it is when you are doing things, it's the energy in which you're doing it from, which makes all the difference with the results that you end up creating. Okay, so ease and flow means tapping into allowing for the inspiration and then taking the aligned action. Okay. When you're building your business this way, and let me just point this out too, there are times in your business where it's going to be a faster pace just based on what's going on. Like right now, or even a few weeks ago or a month ago even, when we were about to launch the cohort for the process practitioner program. It was a lot of stuff, but it wasn't that I had to shift like, oh my God, I gotta get, no, it's just the natural, what's the next best step, right? What's the most appropriate next best step, right? What's the inspired step that aligns with what it is that I'm creating, that we're creating? And so there are going to be natural ebbs and flows. There's going to be natural times where you're going to speed up or increase the intensity or the, well, let's just say increase the intensity of what it is that you're doing, just because of that's what's most appropriate for where you are in your business. And then there'll be other times where it's things slow down a bit, right? Because that's also, here's the thing, when you're going, it actually is very difficult to create. Because you're not in the creation mode, you're in the doing mode. And business requires both. And so you will have the fluctuations, the speeding up, the slowing down, but it won't be from a place of like, it won't be to the detriment of what's all that's important to you. Okay. So Hustle and grind, I always say that's like so 1990s. Like it is. It's like hustle and grind. Are you kidding me? Like that's just so, it's outdated. It's an outdated model. Can you do it? Sure. Why not? Go for it if you want to. But my recommendation, the way that I teach my clients and the way that I personally continue to build my business and scale my business is from a place of ease and flow, because guess what? You're in the zone. When you're in the zone, baby, how many of you ever been in the zone? Yeah, when you're in the zone, does it feel hard? Does it feel tumultuous? Does it feel like a grinding? No, because you are literally plugged in and you're in the zone. So in the zone is probably the best way to even articulate ease and flow. So there you go. Those are my business insights for today. And Dr. Orlandis, I know you got some really awesome clinical nuggets for us.
You always put me on the spot. All that good stuff you get, and I had to come behind you with some little nugget here. You just gave a whole life lesson right there. So that was amazing. That was awesome. Like we're talking, we got some people that's been asking a lot about weight loss and they want to know weight loss issues. And what I found that if your body's inflamed or you have infections, you're gonna have trouble losing weight, because the fat is trying to hold on to a buffer to be a buffer in between the inflammation process and from destroying your organs or important tissues in your body. So it's gonna be hard to lose weight. So one marker that you can use, we mentioned it before, but just in a different light, is the WBC on the CBC with differential, the white blood cell count. You on your labs out here in Nevada and Las Vegas, Henderson area, our lab goes from 3.8 to 10.3 or 3.8 to 10.3, somewhere up in there, a little bit over 10. So, but ideally you want to be around 4.5 to 6.5. So if you have weight loss resistance, if you're running a weight loss clinic or whatever you're trying to do, if you personally trying to lose weight, get your CBC, your W, and look at your white blood cell count. Should be the first marker on there. If it's less than 4.5 or it's greater than 6.5, there's a probability that there's some kind of immune system issue, stressor, irritant that's causing potential, could be chronic low-grade inflammation or acute inflammation. So if those situations are going on, you're going to have difficulty losing weight. So again, if you're having weight loss resistance, you can't lose weight no matter what you tried, organic foods, exercising, Tony Horton's P90X, beach body, ocean body, whatever you want to, the hood body, whatever you're trying to do, it's not going to work, because inflammation, the body will use the fat as a buffer to hold you back from your goals. So look at your white blood cell count on the CBC, less than 4.5, greater than 6.5. If they have that, then they're going to have weight loss resistance. But let me give you another nugget. I'm going to give you a bonus tip today, because we usually get one. But if the white blood cell count is normal, because it's not as accurate, I want you to drop down to a differential. You have to get a CBC with differential. And you look at the neutrophil count. It may say granulocytes, but the neutrophil count. Look in the percentage one, not the absolute, but the percentage. If that percentage is 60%, if it's greater than 60%, that almost automatically qualifies that there's some immune system issue that's going on in your body. It could be bacteria, yeast, or fungus that is preventing you from losing weight. So WBC, less than 4.5 or greater than 6.5. If it's normal, look at your neutrophil count. If it's greater than 60%, there's a reason why you're not losing weight. And the reason we picked that clinical nugget, because everybody's asking about weight loss, and it's one simple test. Instead of just going to the Manjaro, Ozempic, those are fine, but you got to find those root cause underlying issues that's keeping your patients from achieving their weight loss goal. Because once they stop the Ozempic or the semaglutide or the Wegovy or the Manjaro, if you haven't fixed those underlying causes, guess what? That fat cells, those fat are going to come back with a vengeance. And not to mention the side effects of those medications. It's okay short term, but for long-term benefits and effect, you want to find out why they can't lose weight. And guess what they're going to do? You think you're going to run out of clients? No, you're going to be inundated, because you're going to still do your weight loss clinic. Yet now you add another service on to it, because now they say, why you get more results? When I went to Dr. Jones down the street, I gained all the weight back. But when I came to Dr. U, I kept it off. And I told my friends 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Because why? Because you were able to look at markers in blood work, to see the secret language of blood work, to find out why they were weight loss resistant or couldn't lose weight in the first place. So that's my clinical nugget for today. White blood cell count, neutrophils, use them in tandem or use one or the other alone. And if one or the other's not right, look at the other one and you can get a better picture of what's going on. So that's my clinical nugget for today. Stay blessed.
That was good. Nothing is it's always good. But I think it's so timely because of this huge surge that we're seeing right now in society with weight loss drugs. Absolutely. Weight loss drugs, right? And you're right. Again, we're talking about setting yourself apart as a practitioner. And if you want that revolving door, and here's the thing, I think a lot of times people are concerned, practitioners, whether you're a nurse practitioner or a physician or whatnot, I think sometimes they may be concerned that, if I fix them, they won't come, I'll run out of clients.
Nope.
That's not the truth. And it's actually really looking at things from a scarcity mindset. Yep. And if you're really wanting to support your clients, if you're really wanting to heal your clients, if you're really wanting to make sure that they are healthy and whole, look at their blood work. And so you can find what's going wrong and then help them fix it. Because like you said, that Ozempic, that's short term. It works, but it's short term. The minute you stop, we all know what happens. It's the same that happens with anything, whether it's a pill, an injection, whatever, if you don't change anything. And so inflammation, like you said, is not going to allow our bodies to release fat. So thank you. Good stuff. I will say this, those of you who are watching, if you know someone that has a weight loss clinic, whether they're a nurse practitioner or physician, tag them in this video. If you have any questions regarding this, type your questions below, because I know weight loss is always, there's tons of questions typically. I want you to make sure that you type out your question in the comments, and Dr. Orlandis, one of us will make sure that we get your answers addressed, and get your questions addressed. Okay. All right. Again, thank you for that. That was a pearl. What's bigger than a pearl? I don't know. That was a diamond, I think.
Diamond.
I think that was a diamond. So anyway, no, I definitely appreciate it. We will see you guys tonight for the masterclass, The Secret Language of Blood Work That Most Doctors Miss. If you found this helpful, this little 15-20 minute nuggets helpful, definitely attend the masterclass tonight, because we're going deep. We're going deep with the masterclass. All right. So that's being said, we will see you guys next week for another business insights and clinical nuggets. And for the rest of you guys, we'll see you tonight at the masterclass. Bye for now.
All right.
Bye.